Hey beautiful people, I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. I'm so excited for this video because I am back with another hair video. I took a little minute to do some other hobbies of mine and I posted a home and garden series. If you haven't checked that out, it'll be a playlist and down in the description box below. But that was so much fun to do, but I honestly missed doing things in my hair, so I'm so excited. But before I get back to my hair tutorials and videos, I just wanted to give y'all a new 2021 update on what's been going on. First things first. If y'all been following my channel, then you know that I've been protective styling for the whole year of 2020. Yes, straight protective styling for 12 whole months. I would take like a week or so break in between, 2 weeks at the most, to just give my hair a break. I would do inversion method, I would do some hairstyles with my real hair, and I would just love on my real hair and let it be out of those protective styles for a while. But then I'll go right back into another one for 4 to 8 weeks. So I was doing that all year, and it was for the purposes of growing my hair. I'll show you right here a picture of my hair January 2020. Just look at my face. Look how sad and defeated I look. And it's only because, so January starts my hair anniversary, and at that time I was 4 years natural, and I just felt like my hair wasn't where it should have been. It wasn't the length it should be, and things like that. That's a whole nother story for another day. 2021 Brooke does not feel that way anymore. I'm going to appreciate my hair where it is now. As long as it's nice and healthy, it's fine with me. But that's why I decided to go on this journey. And if you also decide to go on the journey for length, there's no problem with that. No worries. So yeah, so I decided to take that journey because my nieces were doing that. My sister put their hair up for the better part of a year, and their hair grew tremendously. Shout out to Nadia and Ava, they're my #1 fans. Their hair grew tremendously, and so I was like, I want to do the same thing. So was it worth it, you ask? So here are some pictures of my most recent salon visit where I had my hair blown out and straightened. So yes, this photo is before the trim, but it shows all my length. And it's not like the perfect side-by-side comparison for a length check, but guess what? Obviously my hair has definitely grown, and I was so happy and surprised with the growth, honestly. And yeah, so was it worth it? I think it was so worth it. You can have so much fun, be so creative. You can choose different lengths without like cutting your hair. For instance, short crochet. If you have long hair, you can get blonde hair if your real hair is black. So it's just nice to have your hair put away and knowing that it's taken care of, but also just being creative still. So I think it was totally worth it. I think it grew out my hair a lot. So if you're thinking about doing it, I would just go for it. Secondly, I talked about my hair pre-trim a little bit. So that leads me into the second portion of this video, which is the tips I would give those who are thinking of doing this for an entire year or longer, or even shorter. Just the tips I would give you for protective styling. So this one, I would say this one is more so for the long-term protective styling. #1, do not trim your hair at home. So I made the mistake of thinking that I could trim my hair anytime I felt some single strand knots. I would just twist my hair up and trim them off, or anytime I felt like it really. As you can see in this picture to this picture, that was not a good idea. I was not handling my trims well, and therefore at the end of the year, instead of a trim at the salon, I got a chop. Okay, if I were to maintain my trims a little better throughout the year, it wouldn't be such a drastic change at the end of the year. So a stylist recently told me that you should be trimming your hair every quarter. So that's about every 3 months you should get a trim. This is something I'm going to start doing. I have to research a good stylist who can, trim natural hair properly in its naturally curly state. So that's number one. I would suggest to maintain your trims in order to maintain growth retention. Because as you can see, my hair grew, but I didn't retain all of the length because I didn't trim it as often. Number two, you want to maintain your scalp health. So like I just talked about length retention, you want to also maintain your scalp health for that hair to grow. Your hair grows from your scalp, so you have to make sure that you oil and massage and condition your scalp constantly, even though it's put away into these hairstyles. You can't forget about your hair just because it's in braids or just because it's under a wig. Not every day. You can do it every 3 days, but you just still want to make sure you do whatever works for you with your scalp and what your scalp is telling you, but you just want to make sure you don't neglect it, because that can have the reverse effects that you're looking for when you are doing this for hair growth and hair retention. Number four, don't wash your hair every week. And so I, on this journey, would keep these styles in anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. But I would do basically a wash after each protective style. So let me put it this way. Even if I'm not going to protective style, I'm not going to wash my hair weekly. For me personally, I've learned that my hair doesn't need it. It's just unnecessary to wash or co-wash. You know, put my hair under the sink, under the shower weekly. Also, when you're protective styling, it can, honestly, I mean, let's be honest, it'll kind of mess up your protective style. I'm stretching my wash days for health and then also to maintain the style. Lastly, my last tip number four, is do it yourself. So, of course, you know, we're thinking back January 2020, you know, we were living life, you know, it was all good. 2 months later, we're quarantined, and I'm talking hard down quarantine, and I still wanted to do, you know, my protective styling journey. So I had to figure out how to do some hairstyles by myself. So not only does it like allow you to perfect the skill you might already have. For me, I already knew how to do crochet, so I did crochet constantly. I did like different braid patterns, different types of crochet, and that way it'll let you get better at doing your hair yourself, or you can just learn something new to do to your hair yourself. And it's mainly, this tip is for like money saving. If you plan on doing protective styling long term, depending on where you are, getting your hair done can cost quite a bit. So if you want to save some of those coins, you can just do, you know, you don't have to do every style yourself, but you can do like a half the styles, a good majority of the styles yourself. And that's just my tip to you. I did a lot of styles myself, and it turned out to be really nice, and it also turned out to be exactly what I wanted. You know, oftentimes we may leave the salon thinking that we're going to get something different. That won't happen if, you know, you're doing it yourself, unless you just totally bomb it. But that's my last tip for protective styling. Finally, to address the big elephant in the room. So I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do to change it up, you know? Yeah, so the easiest thing to me is color. So I decided to go for something bold in this new year of 2021. I'm hoping to change the world, and I just want to do something different and just be more confident. I don't know. You know, hair is important. You know, at the end of the day, hair is important, and hair is a part of us and a part of our personality. So I just love it. I love how it came out. I'll definitely be putting the stylist down below. She's out of Orlando, and she just did an amazing job. She did have to lift my hair for this color. She told me about it, and she asked me, she didn't just go ahead and do it, but she asked me if I would be okay with it. But that's how I got this, you know, color to pop, you know. So, and to note, my hair has been so soft, so that has to be a good sign, you know. So yeah, I think it was a great idea. I'm really happy with it. It was my first time going to the salon to get my hair dyed. I always did like box color, half the time I do box color, it doesn't work. And then so I just learned to, like, if I wanted brown, to buy blonde, that type of thing. But I was like, this time, why not? I'm gonna get a silk press, I'm gonna get my hair trimmed, I'm gonna get some new color, I'm gonna just do the whole thing. So I did it all. Like I said, it's just so soft to this day. Sorry I'm not on here with my silk press. I don't know, it's like something about me, no offense to my relaxed sisters out there, but I just do not like straight hair on me anymore. So I had to put some curls in this, so I put some perm rods in it, and so that's how I got this curl. So I think that's all I have for you. Like I said, I'm so excited to be back with the natural hair content. I had so much fun doing like the home decor, the DIYs, giving y'all the tea on how you can decorate and renovate your space for the low. But I'm just real happy to be back, giving y'all what you came for. Okay, y'all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.